In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create triggers in Supabase database. Automation Setup 2026. First, open your browser and head over to supabase.com. This is where we'll manage our database and set up automation that reacts to data changes without writing extra application code. Sign into your account the way you normally do. Keep your credentials private, and if you're working in a team, make sure you're in the correct workspace to avoid changing the wrong environment. On the homepage, choose the organization you want to work with. This ensures the trigger you create is attached to the right place, especially if you manage multiple projects under one account. Open your existing project. If you don't have one yet, you can create a new project, but we'll continue with an existing one to stay focused. As context, Supabase gives you CRUD operations through its REST API and client libraries, like the JavaScript SDK. And triggers complement that by running server-side logic automatically when data changes. Inside the project, look to the left navigation and click Database. This takes you to the core tools for tables, functions, and triggers. In database management, select Functions. Triggers in Postgres call a function behind the scenes, so this area is where you can review or create the function that your trigger will run. If the function already exists, you'll simply reference it during trigger setup. Now, choose the option to create a new database trigger. This opens a form where we'll define what the trigger watches and when it fires. Fill in the details. Give the trigger a clear, no spaces name. Using snake case is a good convention. Like order total recalc, pick the table the trigger should watch, such as a table in the public schema. Next, choose the events that should fire the trigger. Insert for new rows, update for changes to existing rows, and delete for removals. Select only what you actually need to keep performance predictable. Set the trigger timing. Choose before the event if you want to validate or transform data before it's written, or after the event if you're logging, notifying, or performing side effects that rely on the final saved data. Decide the orientation. Row fires once per affected row, which is typical for data validation or enrichment, while statement fires once per SQL statement, which is useful for broad auditing. Finally, select the function to trigger. This should be a PostgreSQL function that returns trigger and contains the logic you want to run. Review your choices, then click Create Trigger. That's it. You've set up an automated database trigger in Supabase that reacts exactly when and how you defined.